Let's talk about it all. Call me.
And we've returned. Episode 36. So let's talk about It's Call Me the podcast. It's Brandon, it's Leangie. We're back, nigga. What's good? What up?
Just, excited to be here. You know what I mean?
Oh, awesome. First time I've heard that one. Am I right?
Anyways, how's life been, huh? These 2 weeks.
Life is good. Life is good. Life is alright.
Alright.
The last 2 weeks has been work. A lot of work,
Love that.
But chilling. Shout out my cat Sadie. I miss her to death already. I love that girl. It is what it is. How you been?
I've been good. Just chilling, Work has been a little hard. Suddenly they revved up, the workload, but Leanne's doing her best.
You've been bodying shit. You've been bodying shit though.
I always do.
We did step out for a night. We went to a birthday shindig, I guess.
At Star Bar. We started off at another bar.
What was the name of that other bar? So we can kick us back in real quick.
Fuck, I forgot.
Oh, you lucky. Not Santa Salsa.
No, Santa Salsa. And, okay, not so much on Santa Salsa because I feel like, yes, it's a small bar, but you can tell it's like a local thing. Like the people that were there were saying hi to the bartender and all this other stuff. Like they were like family. And I'm like, I could only wish to find a bar where I feel so comfortable,
That could be Star Bar though.
Probably. I really like Star Bar.
I like the vibe there.
I've been there 3 times. Once on Halloween. Okay, I don't fucking know.
Perfect. Great. But nah, it was a cool vibe. I liked, it was kind of spacious. Had a little space in the back with the stage, the DJ. You were all sitting to see Cam perform.
Cam performed there, and that was fun. That was cool.
It's not what you. So it's fine. But this time, we were there for one of our mutual friends' birthdays. And it was a time. It was okay,
It was cool. I just feel like it's a chill bar. There's pool if you want to do it. There's a lot of space. Yeah. So it's never really crowded.
I was really tired. And, I'm realizing that, when I'm tired, I guess I can still pop out. But, I'd be so ready to go home. I was there, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm sitting there for a minute. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm just like, I'm ready to go now. But, I think that's cool. I went, showed face, spent a little time.
You were there for quite some time. You left at 1, something.
It wasn't anything crazy. I got there late as fuck, so it don't really matter.
You got there at 10.
I got there after 10. I got there
like 10:30.
Like 11 o'clock.
It wasn't 11
It was
o'clock.
literally 11
It wasn't
o'clock.
11.
Because I left my house deep after 10.
It
Because
wasn't 11.
I was watching Royal Rumble, and the Royal Rumble had ended, which was an hour. Then I watched the second match and into the third match. Got there 11 o'clock.
It wasn't.
So unless you had a stopwatch on or a timer for me, which sounds insane that you're timing people. But
we don't text that much because I'll just look up the time you got there.
Oh my fucking God. Right now, I feel like, why am I here? I can go home. I guess this is what I'm saying. But anyway, so away from that, I don't really think anything else has been happening socially for me, but a lot, like you said, a lot of shit's been happening in the world.
In the world. It is has been a ball of fuckery. But fun fuckery, I feel. Okay. Not all of it. Not all of it is fun.
Okay. Yeah,
But some of it is giggable.
What you want to start with? The fun fuckery or the not fun?
I think we should start with the fun fuckery.
Okay.
Should we start with the Nicki Minaj beef? Or is that too deep to start? What do you want to start with, please?
Lynn, you just start something. I just start.
Okay.
Lead us. Lead us. Lead us. Lead us. Lead us. Lead us.
The Super Bowl is in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And the fucking the red guys are going again.
The
Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs and
That's the one.
San Francisco 49ers.
Woo!
They're back again.
When was the last time the 49ers were in the Super Bowl?
If I'm not mistaken, the Super Bowl before last year. Because last year was the Eagles and the Chiefs, I think.
Question.
The year before that was
Who did the 49ers go against, and then who did the Chiefs go against to get to that point? What was the last team?
All right, so the last Sunday we had the conference finals. Or the I think it's still called the conference finals. So the 49ers played the Lions. And the Lions had such a good story this year. It was a winning team. Eminem was at the game for the division finals. And I really wanted him to win. And then the Chiefs played the Ravens. The Ravens have been on fire for the last couple of years. Right behind Lamar Jackson, their quarterback. Black fella. And he's been smoking shit all year. But I think what these games came down to is the Chiefs and the 49ers have been here before. They've won. They've done it. I think you could see that the Ravens and the Lions were just not mentally prepared. A lot of childish shit. Some dude was hitting the shit on the bench, cut his hand. Like, stupid shit like that. Like, stupid flags. Although, speaking of flags, y'all refs be cheating for the Chiefs. Y'all be cheating for the Chiefs.
What do you feel about the whole, like, there's like that, it's like a rumor that there's like a script to like every like sports season. Like, basically somebody be.
I remember I saw that. I think that was like last year sometime they talk about a script. But I don't really believe that because it's a sport. Like, these niggas are out there playing.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can predetermine something. I think the refs can work to help a team win. But if another team's on fire, you're not gonna be able to stop that.
I think that's always been crazy, just the idea of refs. I know that sounds ridiculous, right?
No,
but
what
it's
do you
just
mean,
like, how do you know those men are gonna keep shit honest? How do you know that they're not being paid under the table to call different plays and stuff like that?
I just saw a video on Twitter, and this was like an old school video about Michael Jordan when he was on the Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
So something happened and the ref didn't call the call.
Yeah.
So Jordan was like, nah, he either like he stepped out of bounds or he double dribbled. The ref was like, you sure, Mike? I didn't see him step out. He was like, he stepped out. And he blew the whistle. Was like, and then he was like, I didn't see him, Mike, but I trust you. He said, I trust you, Mike. I believe you. And they called the fucking yes.
I feel like some refs are definitely like that. Like, I feel like they're easily, how do you call it?
It really
not
depends
easily
on the player too,
manipulated,
though.
but you don't even like they're easily like ran by the corporations.
Yeah, and I feel like if you watch like basketball, for instance, now LeBron James, I think, is living through a reality where like he's not getting those like all-star calls because he be out there complaining now. But I thought that was crazy to see. But I think that happens all the time, like you said. Like certain players just have certain pull.
Yeah.
Like I imagine Tom Brady having pull in football for a long time.
Especially, and how do you not know? Especially, I feel like refs, especially, I said especially like five
You
times
did.
just then. I was going to say, would have an affinity for the sport that they're working for. So of course they have preferences of who or what they're really rooting for. So
Yeah.
I can imagine me going on the field and fucking being a little biased towards the team that I really root for.
Niggas
You
be
telling me
losing
you the
their
ref?
job,
You reffing for the Cowboys against somebody else? You're not pulling some plays.
But the
You're
thing
not-
is, like sometimes they had caught refs before, like betting on games and shit and trying to cheat.
I mean,
If I don't get caught though, hey, I'm a chief of my Cowboys.
I'm fucking screaming, but I think that's just something that's a little loose.
Yeah, but I'm excited for the Super
Tighten
Bowl.
that
though.
up.
Tighten it up. I'm excited. I feel like it's gonna be a good game. I think after seeing last Sunday's games, and to be honest, I was hoping the Ravens won, but I'm not finna bet against Pat Mahomes no more. But I really wanted the Lions to win too, because it's just such a good story. But how the 49ers play, they about to lose this game. Like I think even how they won that last game, like the last two games they played,
Was like by this.
it's not like
It's
they
getting
came
into-
back against the Lions, but like if you give away that type of deficit, Pat Mahomes ain't letting you come back. So like I just don't think they're gonna be able to do it. But we
Do
gonna
you
see.
feel that Pat Mahomes is what is to football what Stephen Curry is to basketball?
Stephen Curry,
Yeah. Is that Stephen?
the beige bandit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I
They
think
look alike to me.
what annoys me a little bit because basketball, at least other teams get like a chance to win.
Yeah.
This just reminds me so much of the Tom Brady era, where Tom Brady literally had a stranglehold on football. This nigga is just too good. Like I don't know.
What is it that he does though? What is Pat Mahomes?
Well, the thing is, the nigga is fast as fuck, so he can like.
He's a quarterback?
He's a quarterback, so
Okay.
he's accuracy's fire. He really don't throw like interceptions and shit. He can dip on you and outrun niggas. Like the nigga is nice, and he has a really good team. So like with those two things hand in hand. But granted, this season like he lost a lot of star players, and he's still winning. So it's like at some point niggas gotta injure him. Sound like we gotta injure him.
That's a funny.
Yo.
Fuck, I was about to say something
Wow.
else about that specifically, about just him being skilled and stuff. Wouldn't that fucking eventually get boring? Like,
Well, that's the thing. I think how like because it's a business, they are eventually gonna build a team to try to go against him. So like, I remember this one year it was him against Joe Flacco. They was trying to make that like
a thing.
the thing, and then that didn't happen. So I think then last year Jalen Hurts, they're trying to make like a rivalry, but the
But
other team.
Jalen Hurts has been losing. Like,
The other team has to win though. So like
they have to be a.
there has to be a thing where you start a rivalry that makes sense. So
Oh.
maybe it'll be the 49ers, but like they have to, play a good game.
That's fucking nuts.
Because Brady's out now, because Brady and him was like the top quarterbacks.
It wasn't until recently that I've like recently found out what certain positions in the football do.
In the football.
Like I didn't know that kickers just kicked. Like that's all they do is kick.
Yeah.
And what they get recruited from schools because they're such good.
Some
kickers?
niggas can kick, some niggas can't.
That's just nuts to me.
If you watch a game, some kickers don't got no accuracy.
And the quarterbacks, like, what, they just catch the ball and run. That's it, right? They
The
just catch
running
the ball
backs
and run.
grab the ball. Oh, you mean like the receivers? If you throw me the ball, I catch it, I run.
And what does the quarterback do?
Throw the ball. So the quarterback throws the ball to the receiver, who needs to catch and try to get to the end zone.
So what does it matter if Mahomes is fast or not? Then?
Because when you're trying to throw the ball, you have like usually it's like 3 seconds. You gotta get rid of the ball before the defenders attack you. So imagine
Oh,
the
he's
defender.
quick at that.
He could, but even if he can't find somebody to throw to, this thing can now scurry and run his ass to gain yards. Like back in the day, football quarterbacks had no legs. They were slow as fuck. They're not running nowhere. Obviously, it's a new era, so a lot of quarterbacks had that skill.
Yeah.
But like to be so strengthful with running and also so nice at throwing the ball, quarterback IQ. Like the nigga's just nice. He's just nice.
Maybe you make up a word. So
I didn't.
Strengthful is not a word.
Oh, strengthful. Well, he's
What was I gonna
strengthful.
say? This also brings me to how bad I feel for Jason Kelsey. My
Travis
boy, I
Kelce?
really hope. No, Jason Kelsey,
The brother.
the brother.
Mm.
You'll see a football game. I mean, a Super Bowl one day, my boy. I feel so bad.
He was in
for
the
him.
Super Bowl last year.
Oh fuck! You'll win the Super
Remember
Bowl.
he'll
Win the Super Bowl. Because
Yeah, boy
apparently
gotta-
Jalen Hurts isn't doing his job.
Nah, he's doing his. He got a tough
Every
year.
day there's a football game with him in it. I hear people just shit talking to him on. Men are jealous. That's what it is because he's so handsome and beautiful.
This is what happens though.
Not only is he handsome and beautiful, but he's married to a black woman. I'm dating a black woman, so shout out to him.
because normally they with the white.
Absolutely.
And
Look
speaking
at
of the
Jason
whites,
Mahomes. We're gonna talk about the main white,
Taylor Swift,
the super white,
the super white. The super white goes crazy.
super white Taylor
The
Swift,
super homo sapien.
who has brought in hella money to the football, to the football.
You keep saying it.
to the
You keep saying the football.
hella money to football.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
The figures that I saw were like something like $350 million in revenue, with like merchandise, all this other stuff. I'm just like, I feel so bad for Travis Kelce. He's never gonna be able to break up with this bitch.
That was cute though. At the end of the game, they ran up to each other, they kissed each other. Like she had them swag surfing a couple weeks ago. Like I think I was hating on it at first. I'm like, get this bitch
You
out of
were.
here. Yeah, I was.
Like hating on her being there.
Yeah. But like now it's like, what we gonna do? Like fuck, it's
I
Taylor
mean,
Swift.
fuck it, she's
As long as they still let Usher perform at the Super Bowl, I'm cool, and she don't go take the spot.
Imagine suddenly it's Taylor Swift performing.
Yo.
She's
They do be
performing-
doing the mashups,
she's
though.
performing next year.
Remember they did a Maroon 5 Travis
I
Scott
don't think that's
mashup?
gonna happen this
They
year.
might have
I don't
Taylor
know
Swift out there with
what song
Usher.
Taylor Swift can mash up with fucking Usher.
Yeah,
But
I mean bad
you know
blood.
what? Shout out to her because that woman is something else. That is a powerful person right there. I feel like if Taylor Swift told her fans to like overthrow a government, we'd have a hard time.
But I like that the internet didn't keep her exempt from the internet fuckery, like with the AI images and stuff.
Oh my gosh, I don't. The thing.
Ooh, you
Stop.
signed him with the AI?
No, absolutely not. I saw those images and I was so fucking First of all, I was like, you
Ooh, I
know,
can't wait
that
to talk about
shit.
it.
That shit was jarring. Like you wouldn't think to see something like that just on your TL, and they were so explicit. Okay, now I'm sorry that your TL is porn.
Yeah,
central.
I'm about to say because a lot of my
My
timeline.
timeline
Got
is
it
not
on.
porn central at all. So when I saw that, I was just like taken aback. And
Yeah.
the thing is, remember when AI first started coming out? The fingers were all fucked up. You could tell when something was AI. And like, of course, I can tell this is fake.
Yeah, but I get what
But
you're saying.
it's
A lot
just
better.
like, oh my gosh, like, who isn't to say that somebody could? I don't fucking know.
No,
it's just
it's fine.
It's just getting better.
Speak about it,
And it's
because
just
this is exactly
it's
what
gonna
we talked
Yes,
about.
before. It's just gonna get harder and harder to refute these images. And AI porn is a problem right now. Like anybody could take anybody's face and just
and
put
put them anywhere.
like, I just think that's fucking nuts. And as annoying as I sometimes find Taylor Swift, everybody knows on this podcast, I fuck with her music, okay? That country version of Taylor Swift, when she was earlier on in her time, that's my bitch right there. And I wouldn't want her going through this. But the crazy thing to me is, it's like, You remember when we went to see Doctor Strange, the second one? The girl that like can go through universes and stuff, America. She has AI porn out there, and she's been complaining about it, talking about it everywhere she can. Nobody did anything, and now that Taylor Swift is going through it, suddenly there's legislature about to start moving through the thing. I'm just like, as conservative as Republicans are, because I've just accepted that is who's running our country, because we can't get anything past them anyway, since they are in charge of the Supreme Court. The fact that legislature is actually not moving as fast as it should, because I feel like the Republicans were trying to ban porn not too long ago. You don't want to ban this technology that could potentially put anybody.
Wait, but I thought you were saying they're like in the process of doing
now they've acknowledged it. They've acknowledged it now, but it's just like it shouldn't have taken Taylor Swift being put on Twitter for everybody to fucking see.
Yeah, but at least like sometimes it takes something to get shit done. So I agree that it shouldn't have taken that, but like at least they're doing something about it. And I do feel a little validated right now, because everybody looked at me like I was insane when I was talking about AI. I don't remember that. It didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like it.
Okay?
Y'all was over here like, well, so much good that can happen. This is the fuck shit that can go down. But prayers to everyone involved, you know, and I hope that gets passed and we get AI out the picture, and you know, we move on. But we have more good stuff that's going on. I feel like I thought it was a good topic, and then you just darkened it up for me with the AI situation.
It was a good topic. You're really going in on the football.
Thanks.
But you know what? Shout out to the 49ers and the Chiefs.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to put money on. I'm not. The Chiefs to win.
Speaking of putting money on. Your boy been putting money on game.
Oh my goodness! Look at the way he's scratching his neck.
And I need to know, because I'm like a very, what's the word for it? An obsessive
very
person.
addictive.
Yeah, that
addictive
too.
personality person.
Where like I will now be doing this every day, and I haven't been doing it every day for the last 4 days. But anyway, we're here. Anyway, let's continue. So what else is good that's happening in the world?
I'm gonna start doing parlays.
Before we get
I think
dark.
when people are addicted and they see their friends also addicted,
It makes it
them
seem
jump
cool.
out.
Yeah, it makes it seem cool.
They'll be like, you know what? I need to stop this because look at Leangie.
Yeah.
She's sucking.
Not crackhead. It's giving parlay pals.
Absolutely not. I just know that if I win even just a cent,
You take your
I'm
money
gonna
out.
be
You
gone.
take your money out.
So there's absolutely
It
no
don't work like
reason
that.
for me to be on parlays. But shout out to you and
I
shout
need
out
a
to
max win.
shout out to
I need a max
shout out
win.
to all the people on my TL that are also betting
Be on that
aggressively. It'd be a lot of women too.
Yeah, somebody got to pay the bills.
Cause Drake be betting and shit. I don't understand why people do. Why
But they don't have
people
like
do
their
that.
own like app or thing that they use. So I guess like different.
You know,
things.
like England, that's like a really big thing. Like they like bet on Love Island and shit, which I think
For
is
real?
crazy. Yeah, like who's gonna win?
I like to bet on Love
They'll
Island.
literally say like the bookies are saying they want so and so to win. Blah blah blah. I'm like, what
But
the
then
fuck?
that would fuck the thing up, because if you're also like voting, we could cheat that vote. Like we can make my people win. No,
Maybe.
I think so.
What was I gonna say? Speaking of AI
Mhm.
and who uses it, they've been claiming that Nicki Minaj can't afford graphic designers. She's using AI now to do her thing.
Well, didn't someone post that on Twitter before she used it and said that wasn't the artwork, and then she used it anyway?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But apparently that's why she's using it, because she doesn't have money for it.
I'm not gonna go for that, because
Oh.
the Future then got artwork from the internet that he ain't paid shit for. I'm not gonna say she don't got no money. Like, that's crazy, especially when her album is currently platinum.
I got
Like, I'm
the proof.
confused.
I got the proof.
Is her album not platinum right now? Oh, you about Twitter's your proof? Twitter's your proof? Where
No, there's legal documents.
legal documents on what?
On all the shit she owes. She owes on tax liens. They're saying that her tour right now is to pay back the money from the last tour because she owes a lot
But
of
she
people.
couldn't go on the last tour, no?
And what are you talking about? No. Have you seen her tour recently? Like her tour is ass. And it's because this is just her paying shit back.
Whoa. Why are we kicking Black women's back in there?
Okay, see, this is what I hate about you.
I'm just
Why are you
asking a
turning it into
question.
this? We should be kicking her back and she fucking sucks.
Alright, so let's talk about Nicki Minaj. How did she suck? Let's talk about it.
Well, Nicki Minaj, recently dropped her Subpar album, and now we're here because she is beefing with. The
Megan
whole
Thee
controversy started after Megan Thee Stallion dropped her song "Hiss," where she mentioned Megan Slaw. She was like, "You need to stop worrying about me. You need to worry about Megan Slaw." Megan's.
Why do you keep saying it? Megan's Law. Because
because it's hard for me to say it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Megan's Law.
Yeah.
Megan's Law is basically a law that was enacted after a child got kidnapped because her next door neighbor was a pedophile, basically. So now that's the reason why sexual offenders, pedophiles
Have to kind of like say that.
have to basically register themselves on the sex offenders list so people know who's around.
And that kid's name was Megan.
Was Megan, yes. So of course Nicki Minaj heard the lyric and immediately applied it to the fact that her man sexually assaulted someone when he was younger.
And I will say too, fire bar, like
Firebar.
fire.
Amazing. I really liked the song. I
like
thought
that
it was
one.
great. And she's independent right now. All right, if you don't think
Is she
so, that's on
independent right
you. Yeah, she is. She's independent. She has management by Rock Nation, and that's about it. Everything came out of her pocket, big boy.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
How do you know?
because she said it.
Let's keep talking about Nicki.
Anyways,
Because she said it
so
goes crazy.
Nicki went on a drug-filled binge for about 3 days. I think
We
it's
putting
still
drugs on
going.
her? We putting drugs on her?
I think it's still going. I think it's been 5 days now. That song dropped on Friday. On Saturday morning, Nicki gave Papa a little milk bottle and never saw him again because she's just been tweeting on that goddamn phone ever since. What?
Are you done? I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to say. She dropped a diss track like literally 2 days ago, where she basically just put whatever she tweeted on a beat. That's literally all it is. You liked it? You liked hers better than Megan's?
You know what I mean? Can
Yeah,
I
go
am I
ahead.
allowed to speak?
Yeah.
Can I allowed to speak on Black women's
Yeah,
business
you
right
can.
now? On women's business?
Permission granted.
All right. So I'm gonna start with Megan and Hiss, the single she put out.
Why'd you say
I'm
that?
just in Hiss. All right. The song was cool. I don't think anyone's gonna run back to listen to that song again. That's just me being honest.
I
But it
listen
was
to
cool.
it daily.
You know. But it's also a reminder of the last song she put out because she just put another single out where it came and went. Sorry, Meg, it came and went. I feel like this one's gonna come and go too. I do agree that a lot of people were on Twitter talking about this line, and I think Nicki immediately stepped on that shit because then all we were talking about is Nicki after that. Now I'm gonna lead with love and say I love when rappers are going back and forth. I love that shit. I liked the first couple bars in Nicki Minaj's song. I love that it came back so fast after his song for Megan.
Did it come fast? Because
It came fast. It came like a couple days.
It was Monday she dropped it.
A couple days later, and it was ready before that.
Sure, I doubt it.
she-
Not you a fucking bar. You
I'm
better
not.
put
I'm
that
not.
shit
I'm
away.
leading with love because I'm in the middle. Online, she said she was having trouble clearing the original beat for it because Megan's connection with that producer fucked it up. So it landed on a different beat. This is where my hate has to kick in. This song sounded terrible to me. Terrible. Like I liked the bars of like the first couple bars, but like literally I was listening to that shit and I was like, what the fuck is this? But she did something really smart.
What?
I think she, the artist she is, knows this song that wasn't gonna sound how she wanted it to. So she put an acapella version. And they've been creating beats for this
the
song.
acapella.
Now, I've heard this song on different beats, and on a different beat, this shit goes. This shit goes on a different beat. So I can admit that too. Now, I am not a big fan of Nicki Minaj. I think she is bugging the fuck out. Like, she did not stop on Twitter. Like, going live, I get it. We look for Nicki to kind of be out there, say what she wants. She's funny, she's witty. But, like, talking about this woman's dead mother, and I get it. You can rationalize things by saying that, oh, you talked about my family first. But you're taking it a little far. And, like, I don't know where the beef stems from. But I don't think it's anything, like, that crazy or physical why we got to take it here. But I feel like once you take it here, that leaves leeway for things to go away from music into something else, which I don't think might happen because I think Meg just went on Good Morning America and was like promoting her.
Yeah, Megan has
tour.
not paid attention to the situation whatsoever. The girl's just been partying. What? How does she?
But I don't like that though. I don't like when you throw the rock and then turn your head like you ain't do it.
Yo,
I don't
you
like
get
that.
tight. if you want to. My life is moving forward.
But
okay?
now, and I think it's a win-win because now Nicki can use this track to bring attention back to her album, and Meg, her name has been in the news all week based off of her song and Nicki's song. She's using this to her advantage too. So I think it is a win-win for everybody. I don't
think so.
You don't think
it's
it's a
a
win-win?
win for Nicki Minaj.
Why you say that?
Because people are just, I feel like in my side, I don't know who you're following. It's all been.
I mean,
negative.
I'm not basing my opinion on Twitter. That's
I'm
why.
not basing my opinion
But
on
you
it
said who
either.
you're following.
But what are you Stop. What are you talking about? It's positive for her when everything has been negative. She's been sticking these goddamn barbs on people. These kids are.
There's
fucking,
no proof that she's been sticking.
Anyways,
so let's not say that.
There's proof that these kids have been going to people's houses, tagging their houses and stuff. These kids are now getting doxxed. Well, they're doxing people, putting people's address out. People that are actual fucking lawyers and shit are now suing them or getting them in trouble with the FBI. I just don't feel like it's a positive thing on her
What
side
that got to do with
whatsoever.
Nicki? Because fans are doing that.
Because it all comes back to her.
I don't think she's gonna get any ramifications.
I just
from
feel
that.
like she just comes off very bitter.
Yeah.
I don't understand if it was a rap beef or it's just like, fuck you, bitch, you said this about the blah blah blah. Like, let's pull up, let's fucking do something. If you're gonna stop. I feel like rap beef before was just like the way people used to call into 105.1 or like Hot 97 and be like, oh, tell that pussy now, all that other shit. It's just not the same. Like, you can tell,
all right,
like,
hold
her.
on, slow down.
I feel like from her. Can you just let me finish what I'm saying?
No, but I don't want you to land because you're about to land on a
feel
false
like-
point because niggas were dying of rap beef. Niggas was getting shot at Hot 97.
Okay.
So I don't think we want that to happen. So I don't want
definitely
you to.
don't.
Gotcha.
But I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't feel like rap beef just because Megan isn't acknowledging it, and this woman is just rambling and spiraling on on Twitter.
See, the only reason I can't agree with you is because she put a bar in a song towards her.
One bar.
And then she responded in a song.
With a
So
whole
which
thing.
would make
It's
hold
just
on, but
giving
that's
obsession.
rap beef. You
It's
say something
giving-
about me, now I made a song about you. Now what? So now if she continues, then it continues to be a beef. If she don't say nothing, then we
But
move
they've
on.
been beefing because Nicki starts beef with all the girls in the industry. She has beef with Lotto. She has beef with Megan. She has beef with watch her have beef with Ice Spice because Ice Spice just likes somebody's picture. That's just how Nicki's brain works, and that just can't
speak
be
for
how
how
it
someone's
is.
brain works. I can't speak to that. But I feel like when I say something is working for both, I just think financially, like this is bringing attention. She's going to be able to sell a single. She's gonna go on tour.
Well,
and
it's not, it doesn't even matter because the song that Nicki put out already went down like hella things down on the Billboard charts anyways.
Well, I mean, when you spiked that high, she was she had like a fucking history making thing with the single that she streamed so much on the drop. You not see that on Twitter?
Yeah, what's good with you?
No, I'm just saying. If we gonna talk, let's be factual.
Don't be ridiculous now.
And I'm not. I don't want it to sound like I'm backing this shit up because this shit is corny. Like
This
you
shit
can't-
is corny. You
she was
can't-
doing a lot, but at the same time, you can't tell somebody how to react to this.
I think it would be less lame if she didn't have such a history
Of doing
hating
this all the time.
on younger rap women. I think
I like that take.
I think what the whole situation with Nicki is, if Nicki had been more, I think because at the time when Nicki came out, she was one of a few women in rap that were big and that were like selling out and doing all this other stuff. Like she was different. Her flow was different.
But I think she was the only one back then.
Yeah, at the time. So I think once, as hits progress, the last couple of years, hella women have been out rapping and they've been getting big and they have fan bases and all that stuff. I just don't think she likes the competition or is comfortable in that. Like, she thinks that the women have to show her a certain respect before they can do anything.
Let me ask you a question. If you come out, and I'm not, maybe she has inklings to Lil' Kim or Foxy and what her presentation was, and you ran shit for years, and now you keep seeing labels, who I really think this beef is with the labels. Labels keep now trying to recreate you in different shapes and sizes. Cause that's honestly what is happening. You wouldn't be upset about that. You wouldn't feel like, yo, y'all should be paying me some sort of respect because you are literally copying my blueprint. No?
But all of them have shown her respect. Like, they all love her. But if they do something,
I guess me to the hour.
if they do something that she doesn't like or show love to somebody
It's
she's
over.
beefing with, it's over. And
That's New York
just
shit.
not-
That's New York shit. That's New
and
York
that's
shit.
just not how I feel like
That's
you
New York
should
shit,
run-
Angie.
carry yourself. If you are a woman, especially a woman in an industry where women aren't accepted in that level all the time, and you see more women coming up and actually making money, you should be embracing it because you will. I just feel like you should be embracing it.
She does embrace some of them.
Yes, but
So
then
don't
when
say
they
that.
piss her off, she just turns into this monster.
What you do when people piss you off?
I
It be up. Don't it be up for
You're
people when
so
they piss you
ridiculous.
off?
Like I just feel like if she had
Oh,
led,
man.
if she had, let me use your word against you, led with love, maybe this whole situation wouldn't be as dark as it is. She had made the song with Megan. I liked when she came out with Megan, but then when Megan made a song with Cardi, all of a sudden it was, that I understand.
Cause it's up for both of y'all
Fact.
now.
But when you're having beef with Lotto, when you're having beef with like,
Lotto said something about Nicki too.
no, she didn't.
Yes, she did. She referred to her in the song. Let's get our facts straight. She went on stage and rapped a little song and referenced Nicki being on drugs and all that.
The beef that started because of some other shit. So I'm sure the Lotto diss came after the whole thing with Nicki. And there's tweets and DMs and shit from them.
Another thing I think, y'all really have been kicking this girl's back, you know. Like Nicki began her back kicked in from everyone who's not a Barb. About albums not being that good, about like her fucking husband. So like maybe this is her responding to all y'all. Like she's fed up. She's fed up.
Albums have not been good. That last album you just reviewed it and you said it wasn't good.
Don't speak for me.
Her husband, you can love whoever the hell you want, but you can't erase the past. Your husband raped someone.
And when you're such a big you're such a big star, like we are gonna talk about it.
To, even double back on her, the way she comes at the woman that got raped by her husband, that woman has not known peace since she came out against the situation. Like basically like came forward with it. Like Nicki and her husband have been harassing her ever since.
Who you talking about?
The lady that her husband raped when they were younger. Anyways,
I haven't been following that. Wait, so the lady's been talking and Nicki's been on her back?
well, she can't. Yeah, she's scared to talk because they've been threatening her life and all this other stuff. And then you have, I don't understand. Okay, like he did what he did in the past. He repented, all this other stuff, worked on making himself a better person. But you have him standing outside at 3 a.m. talking about Offset, come out.
I don't think she has. All right, I don't think she has him doing anything.
I'm not saying she does. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying your husband is out. But your husband is out here doing this still. Like, okay. Is he working? Does he work?
So,
like, stop.
That doesn't work.
Like,
well, hold on.
Let me stop. Okay. You can't be mad at people for coming out with things that are fact. Your husband cannot go to a playground. Your husband cannot pick your
Why
kid up from daycare.
Why is old ass going to a playground?
He can't pick his son up from school. He can't do this. He can't do that. That is just a thing that is true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You're right. It's true. It's a fact.
Your brother is in jail right now for being a pedophile. 30 years. These are all facts. These are all things. At the end of the day, yes, the Megan's Law thing, of course, why would she come for me like that? But it is factual. This is something that affects your life.
Okay, great. So, hold on. Great. Factual. If that's the stance we take in, then Nicki can say factual things about other things. She can talk about her mother then. You can talk about that mother. Based off what you just said, it's factual. Who the fuck cares? So now, you can't point a finger at her if it's okay if somebody else do it. And then also, we can't control how somebody responds to what the fuck is being said. So yes, you can talk whatever the fuck you want to say, but when someone punches you in your face, you got punched in your face. Like you can't be mad because somebody's reacting. And I think what's happening is they're reacting. And he handles things however he chooses to handle things. He went outside and was looking for Offset. Cool. We know niggas that may have done similar things. It's just how some niggas think. Cool. But like we can't say someone's wrong for reacting or how they handle something because we can't dictate that. I can say it looks corny on Twitter when you're doing the most, but she made the song. It hit if it hit, it didn't hit if it didn't hit, and it's rap. They rapping, we going through it. Damn, you kicked her back in. That's how you feel about Nicki right now?
It sucks because I fucking love Nicki.
It doesn't sound like it.
I remember when Nicki dropped her mistake.
That is a mistake.
Mixtape. Beat Me Up Scotty. Like, I expected more of her music to sound like that, and it just turned to popcorner. Stop.
Wait, let me respond to that.
Okay.
So what do you want her music to be? Just in this one box for the rest of her life? She's trying to branch out and make bread. And then remember when she went pop? Don't do that. Remember when she went pop and y'all shitted on her about oh my god, blah blah blah. But now every single fucking female rapper is doing the same thing. But now it's okay, but y'all kicked her back in. Even more reasons for, if I was her, I'd be tight. You can't see like why she could be upset about these things.
I just think like
Mama
instead of being upset, embrace the situation. Embrace the chase style. Embrace the change. Take a page out of your friend Drake and just start culture vulturing all this fucking shit at the end of the day. Cause fuck it, why be a hater when you can make money off of it? All these collabs with fucking Nicki Minaj, Mulatto, Nicki Minaj, stop, my bad, Lotto. Nicki Minaj, Lotto, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, all the girls that are coming up right now, all looked up to you at the end of the fucking day. You're over here talking about like, oh, you're bringing out these carbon copies. These girls grew up looking up to Nicki Minaj just like a bunch of people, a bunch of other girls.
Well, they didn't give it up like Ice Spice. Ice Spice gave it up and Nicki embraced her because she gave it up.
Ice Spice is just minding her business, farting over there, and that's all there is to it.
I heard she was beefing with Lotto. But I don't keep my finger on it.
Nothing like white on white crime.
They said that's a Lotto diss. Think you this shit? You're not even a part.
I feel like that's just such a general statement. Like, why, unless Lotto farted or something, there's like a story I don't know about. I don't know why that would be.
Also, that came on when we was out, and I liked how it sounded.
I fucking love that. You know what? I fuck with Ice Spice because I feel like she just makes slow twerk music. The bitches that want to do a lazy twerk at the thingy. That's all she does.
Yeah.
All she does is throw ass and
little down twerk.
Makes her little raps with the 15 words she knows, and then that's it. And it's just crazy to see women like this just going at each other because I feel like that's what the media has been feeding us for the last couple of months. Baddies is a cancer on the black community. I don't want to see these bitches fighting anymore.
Yeah?
And they have such a large fan base, and it's just like, why do you want to see a group of women, all rappers, fighting each other?
Because y'all made Bad Girls Club one of the fucking biggest shows ever. Bad Club Girls.
Bad Girls Club was different. It was a bunch of random bitches from all around the country who just had anger management problems.
I'm not going to
fighting. Like, Baddies was created by Natalie Nunn. The fact that you guys are giving her this much goddamn traction is nuts to me because that woman is just too old to be doing this shit.
That's crazy to say.
I just don't feel like it should be in syndication. Every time I see that show, like, I want to turn it off. I'm not going to lie, on TikTok, there be some jokes. And that is how I've seen that show, where it's just, like, the funny jokes on it. But the women bully each other. They beat people up for no reason. I just recently found out that there's a fucking baddie South Central. And that shit is literally just fights the entire time. Like, I just, like, what the fuck? And then it's just, to me, it's just like the desperation for just a minuscule bit of airtime. It's just so crazy to me. Like, clout is really making you just create trauma for yourself.
Is it clout, or are they getting paid to provide a service? You think Suze is paying
these women a lot?
Yes, I think they're getting paid.
I don't think they're paying that much.
I think they're getting paid to do a job.
You think
the same thing we talked about on Jocelyn's Cabaret. Same fucking scenario, same show. Like, this show is just a different packaging for a show that's existed for years.
All Zeus, the demon network.
For years. And for you to back up Bad Girls Club and talk about this as random people so it's okay, is crazy to me. It's the same fucking show. So, and you don't know half these rappers anyway, so it's still random people. So it's like, who? Like, it's content.
I just don't like seeing it. But you know what? Whatever.
I don't
like seeing women fight. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like seeing anybody fight. I'd understand if it was like fake fighting, like on some wrestling shit. Like, we can't tell if these bitches are really, but these bitches are really giving each other concussions, all this stuff. Like, they're all coming out of that show with CTE. And we already know Krishan got it. Krishan got CTE.
You think Krishan got CTE?
I absolutely think she has CTE. Because she used to be in math sports when she was little.
Oh, shit.
And
CTE.
And she was dating this guy for so long. They were beating on each other all the fucking time.
True.
This girl, no, I'll be honest. I found clips of her old YouTube. Yeah. She's been off.
Yeah?
She's been off. Okay?
She looked so cute back in the day.
She's a cute girl. It's just the fact that she has all these tattoos on her damn face. And this is what it brought us to. The new tattoo that she now has on her face.
I thought they were saying it's fake, though.
People were so excited because she had just covered up the one she had on her neck out of the 7 that she has. and she just got one on her face. It's not fake. It's real.
And then somebody else posted they got his face tatted on their ass cheek. Saw it on Twitter today. I mean, look, whatever magic Blueface is doing, whatever witchery, I gotta stay out of it. I can't speak to witchery.
And to turn around and find out that man is an Aquarius is nuts.
This is how y'all give it up.
Brandon, shut the fuck up.
You guys are super, what you call it? Super fucking, like, personable.
I know, if anything...
You're personable. People love talking to you guys, being around you guys. You're manipulative. You know how I give it up.
How am I manipulative?
You know how y'all give it up.
You're manipulative.
You know how y'all give it up. But anyway,
if anything, that man has a Capricorn rising for a fact. Capricorn moon, Capricorn something.
Anyway, I feel bad for the baby. I'm not gonna lie. I think
that baby didn't ask to be put in that situation.
Yeah, I think it's a tough situation. I think I can't speak for why the baby's here or what happened, but I almost feel like even when that was transpiring of like the pregnancy and all that, they were on bad terms. And I feel like with the abuse, the alcoholism, and all these things that surround this relationship, now adding a baby to that is crazy. And I kind of agree with you on the clout thing where it's like now they in too deep. They gotta do the next thing that's gonna get them a check, next thing gonna get them attention, and now there's a baby here. So it's just kind of fucked up.
And it's just like worse when people are online basically diagnosing her child of like every other disorder that they could think of. It just sucks. Like that kid is innocent. She clearly can't take care of. Well, I can't speak to that, but it's just like she's not well mentally. She's not right in the head.
And then I can't even say clout because it's not even a thing like she just be acting a certain way for shows. Her going on that Tamar Braxton show and in the backstage fighting her, whoever the fuck she fought, Shorty needs to relax. And I just feel like it gets to a point where you kind of lose yourself. And I think Shorty lost herself.
Why did I want to say it like after you said lose yourself? I was
in the
like,
music, the moment, the moment.
That shit came. That shit wanted to climb.
We should have. Shout out M.
It's not funny.
It's gonna be in the playlist, guys.
I'm actually like genuinely concerned. I think she's very young. I think she has a whole life ahead of her. I'll be honest, she has a pretty big fan base, and I feel like she's likable outside of the relationship.
Let me ask you a question though. So for this whole scenario and how she moves, are you blaming Blueface for this? I think seeing like old clips of how she used to be and stuff, I don't think I can blame it all on Blueface. But I feel like he's a very big influencer in her life, and I think she's very easily like manipulative. Kinda. And not even impressionable. Like she's so blindly in love with this man, like she wants to make him happy no matter what. Like even when she acts like fuck Blueface, blah blah, like she's just waiting for a moment where he's just nice to her, so that she could like climb back on his lap and call him daddy and all this other stuff. And it's just like. It's just sad to see because to me, I'm just like, when you're so desperate for a man like that, you're willing to give up your child in the process of it. Like, because nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters type shit. And I just feel bad for that baby because something does seem off, and it's not like she's going to go out of her way to get it evaluated.
We don't know that. All right. That's nasty. We don't know that. But, you know, I wish the best for this baby. That's all I can say. You just said being on his lap, calling him baby, which just reminded me of something that was leaked recently, and it was a video call from prison of Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist.
First of all,
we about to get.
You know what's so crazy?
A little pause. Fucking you up right now. It's getting you through a lot. These girls pissing you off.
I don't know. I feel like women sometimes. I'm just like, yo, let's get it together, y'all. Well, first of all, not too much though.
I'm just saying.
I fuck with Young Thug. I think Young Thug's a lover boy. Like he always treats the women he's with really well. In my opinion, like those girls never have anything really bad to say about him, other than I guess they broke up with them and shit.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of like how he got together with Carly, and Carly had a boyfriend first, and like Young Thug was just like always like, oh hey, how are you? Like just being really polite. At one point, like. He was at her cousin's house or something, and he was like, hey, you know, I really like you, like, I really want to be with you, like, blah, blah, like, just, you know, pouring his heart out, which is so cute.
Pouring his heart out,
right? Okay, yes, it doesn't mean, because you're a kingpin doesn't mean that you can't be romantic. Here's a situation where a man is making money and also treating me kind of nice. Sure, he's making money in the most fucked up way ever.
Sexy shit,
but at least he's treating me like a princess. Yeah. And I feel like he treats both Carly and Mariah Carey as Mariah the Scientist as princesses because they don't have a bad word to say about this man. They're just unfortunately sharing it,
Yeah.
sharing him. And I don't know why Mariah Scientist is under this impression that she's the only one.
You don't know why. You don't know why. What did you gather? What was your takeaways from the video we saw of the leak?
I mean, yeah, she's at. I mean, it's not like Carly's gonna be like, I'm visiting the same day.
I mean, cool. I'm just saying. Look, you saw my new Cubans. Came to show you. I love them. They heavy. Love it.
First of all,
Thank
I'm
you so
sure that
much.
was like
I'm
a
out.
private exchange that she never thought was gonna be out there. And you know what? Shout out to you because, I'm sure any woman would be like, what the fuck? But maybe she's proud of it. Maybe she's just like. If somebody leaks me talking to a nigga I like.
I mean that this is crazy because the thing is like if this is the other side of this because I was gonna make jokes about like the chain and I'm like fuck who gives a fuck she buying shit whatever but like the other side is that if that's being leaked of conversations happening in this jail that means other things are being leaked or like there's access to what's happening which is now muddling the waters for this trial. And I feel like, I don't know if that's intentional to try to also get this thing thrown out or people doing fuckery. And I just feel like it's kind of fucked up on the serious side. I think that's fucked up. But I want to joke. Like, damn, I want to fucking joke.
No, period.
Shit.
And that shit was funny. I don't know why she had to hack that loogie before she she fucking said, am I your baby? In that voice. Daddy, am I your baby? First of all, alarmed at how that woman sounds. Never heard her speak before in my life. What a voice.
She's from the South.
Bitch, there was no Southern accent.
Yes, it was.
She was just talking like this.
All right.
Cuban?
Hold on. Stop it. Let's not act like women don't have a voice that they go to when they're talking to their nigga. Every woman has this voice that they use when they're talking to their nigga. Every woman I've ever met in my life does that.
And it's just like a pile on women at this point because...
Damn, not dog pile.
They've just been doing a lot of shit. I'm just like, come on, let's get it together.
You about to kick more bitches back in right now?
Let's talk about Drea.
Oh shit.
Damn near 40, dating a 21-year-old. What is that about? And not only that.
This is y'all bag though.
Rumored
to be pregnant.
I just think that's just nuts. Not only that, you look to your left, here's your 21-year-old boyfriend. Look to your right, here's your son, 21 years old.
That's where it gets tricky. I'm not a defender though. I'm gonna defend her.
To me, I'll be honest, I don't find a 23-year-old hot. And I'm fucking 31.
Yeah, but if you saw a 23-year-old that was millions up, maybe you think he's more attractive, to be honest. Let's just have an honest conversation. Let's have an honest conversation, Leangie. Because I've heard you talk about niggas' bags.
Talk about who? Talk about who? You lying bitch.
You talked about niggas' bags before.
I've never in my
Let's
life.
stop acting like this.
First of all, he's lying because I've only dealt with broke niggas. That's one. Two.
Shit.
Please delete that. I don't want anybody to think
Niggas is broke. It is what it is.
What was he gonna say?
So you're not going for this at all. You can't see a scenario where this could make sense.
A 23-year-old. Yeah, it depends on the maturity of it or whatever. But I don't think that would be the case either.
Yeah.
I still don't think. I don't think I could meet a mature 23-year-old and be like, damn, oh my god.
Well, not you. I'm talking about Drea's situation. You can't see a
scenario where I'm 40 years old and
where
I'm
like
21.
this could make sense for her.
I just feel like.
Nah, not really.
I just can't see myself in it. And I feel like the thing is, like, there's a certain... I remember that joke on Twitter was just like, is it the same 13 bitches in the industry that people just keep like...
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of the ones on rotation. I'm so sorry.
But
the people she's been linked to and all this other stuff, and I don't even want to put her on there because I'll be honest, like, Drea's been out the tabloids for quite a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard shit about Drea for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, this bitch probably settled down, probably got... Because it's not like she hasn't dated people that are of her age. But just to turn around and date somebody that's the same age as your son, like, just imagine how that affects your son as well.
All right, well, hold on. I think that is definitely a fact. It could be a fact. That's one extreme. Not extreme, but that's the truth. But what do you say about the scenario that maybe, like, that's Drea. Drea is fire. Let's say my 21-year-old Jalen, whatever the fuck his last name is, basketball player balling out, sees Drea and puts pressure on. Let's say he's doing everything that she's looking for in a man. He's checking off the boxes. Now, the age gets blurred because, like, yo, I really fuck with this nigga. I fuck with this. I fuck with what he's bringing to the table. Maybe she's like, I'm going to give it a chance. What you doing right now? We on a nationwide broadcast. What you doing?
Hold on. You think since August 2023?
I can't finish.
I'm responding to you.
I wasn't done.
think-
You picked that phone up. I wasn't done.
You think he applied that pressure? He showed himself a valuable, trustworthy man since August 2023.
When niggas got money, it can happen fast. When niggas got money, it can happen fast. And I think not to say Drea don't got no money, because Drea got her own bag. But if a nigga who knows what she's looking for in a man, if this is what she's seen, you're saying because he's 21, she should not do it. She should ignore it.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean? What?
Like,
You're saying should she ignore the fact?
if she has a list of things she needs in a nigga, and it's in this nigga, you think she should ignore it just because he's 21?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I need you to be honest.
Okay.
Do you think this scenario or relationship has hints of
Pedophilia?
yeah?
Yeah. I think
grooming?
if this was a 39-year-old man going after a 21-year-old woman, it'd be a completely different look to it. And because it's
So why don't you say this about DiCaprio, who's always talking to younger women? Why don't you say this about
when
these white people?
when have I praised fucking Leonardo DiCaprio's weird ass?
No one's saying about praise, but you've never.
Because I'll be honest, I would say put the same heat on George Clooney, because George Clooney was doing the
Him
exact
too?
same thing until he found his wife, who's still moderately fucking younger than him.
And that's actually a real good question, because you kick Drake's back in, but you ain't never bring up nobody white that's doing the same thing.
Do we talk about white people a lot? Do we talk about, because we could I could go on for fucking
You
days.
got me.
You got me. I just found out the guy from Star Wars dated Calissa Flockhart, and he was 50 something, and she was only 30.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think these older people gravitate towards younger people? Like, what do you think the reason is?
Because I think in situations like, let's say for example, when a man is like 52 and dating a 35-year-old type shit, I just feel like
The look of it.
Yeah, the look of it isn't as bad, just because like you've already lived life. You're 30 something.
Well, let's talk about Drea though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what you think?
Wait, what? Say that again. What was the
Like, what do you think the mindset is in talking? If you think, all right, this is like grooming, or like the age gap is so crazy, like, what do you think the reason would be to talk to somebody that young?
Okay, I would say like you're not mentally developed properly. You're not at the age. You're not at the same mindset as the age bracket around you.
Uh-huh.
Let's take for example.
Oh, you're saying me 40 might not be at the same level as other 40 years.
Not saying like let's say not even monetarily,
Yeah,
just mentally.
Okay.
So you probably can't bag a woman at your age at your age range, because you're not really talking the things they want to talk about. So then you talk to you talk, and then in this situation you also feel less important, less whatever. So you go to date somebody that's 25 years old, who's now, of course, younger, more impressionable, takes everything you say like it's like gospel.
Yeah.
Of course, you have this ego boost. I feel like a lot of men do that exact same thing.
Okay. See, okay. Can I just
go
chime
ahead.
in? Because that was the honest question I was asking you. Because I really look at this as in like, away from just Drea, about like it's manipulation. I can now manipulate your young ass to I'm putting you onto so many things. You wet behind the ears. You don't know what the fuck going on.
Pussy crazy, because I've had a bunch of mileage on it. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not
And I know.
shaming.
Let me not say that. I'm about to say I know Drea pussy crazy. But if that was me, and that's the thing where I'm not like, I understand what you're saying. Like she's an adult. Your kid is the same age. We gotta think about shit like that. So I'm agreeing with you. But me, if I was this young ass nigga,
Of course you'd be trying to fuck
Drea.
Drea. That's what I'm saying. And even if you're Drea, I wouldn't even feel like I trust this man or whatever, because there's a notoriety around my vagina.
That's what I'm saying. He must have did something. He must have put some work in.
Whatever.
Won her over. I think
Drea just knows an opportunity when she fucking sees it. This kid is young. He's up and coming.
You think
he's gonna make
sees
money
a
for a
bag?
long time. Yes, I think she sees a bag.
You think she sees a bag?
Yes.
Drea has a bag though.
Does she
Drea
have
got a
that big of a bag?
Drea got business and shit, no?
When
I'm not gonna put that on Drea. Not Drea. Drea? Not Drea.
I just think like there's examples in the media. Let's say, for example, and this is the wild example, but I'm talking about right
Yeah,
now.
let's go.
Jeff Bezos, for example, he
I'm
divorced
this
his wife, who's the same age as him, and he's dating a woman that's also the same age as him, just a bad bitch. a bad older woman who like
Yeah.
dresses really sexy and stuff. But again, in his age bracket, he just looks really confident walking around his confident woman who like looks the way she looks. It's just like you can date somebody of your let's say okay, because I feel like a lot of men when they like have that midlife crisis, they want to date somebody that dresses a little cooler, blah blah.
Yeah.
You can, let's say for example, divorce someone because you don't like the way they carry themselves anymore, all this other stuff.
Okay.
And probably find somebody that's your age that probably dresses the same. Or
Yeah,
thinks
but what
that-
if they don't want to?
But that's the thing. Why don't you want to date somebody your age?
Because I'm about to hit 60. The almost 60-year-old bitches ain't doing the tricks I want. So I'm gonna get somebody 30, 35 that's gonna spit on the dick and do the shit that I'm looking to do. That's why. And I got the money to do it.
So
That's why.
Okay, then maybe you can use that for
Nah,
Drea.
I-
The men her age are put in the
Well,
dick
that's
down when she wants.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there's maybe a scenario that we can make up.
Yeah, I'm
she
so
might
sorry.
think she might want a little spice in her life, something a little young, something a little fun.
Yeah, I mean, if you're having fun, that's fine. But you're not bringing a child into the predicament. Allegedly,
Yeah.
that's a different
Yeah.
situation to me.
But let's not do that
And
because
again-
not every child's plan. Shit happens. And what if she's on the belief like, yo, if I get pregnant,
again-
I'm keeping it. Then what?
People keep bringing up the fact that she went to jail for a little bit for leaving her son by himself for a weekend when he was 6 years old. So it's just like, damn, you already
Neglecting
did
another
this to
child.
me when I was 6. You want to turn around and do this to me when I'm 21? It looks a little sus.
I
on
can't
it.
speak to that. I don't remember when she.
I don't know. I just feel like if you're a mother
That's all I
and your
know.
kid is like really important to you or whatever, you wouldn't put them through this situation because this is embarrassing. I'm sure. Dap a dude up that's your age that's fucking your mother.
We can't speak to that either. He might not. What if he don't care? What if he don't care?
You think you wouldn't give
He's
a fuck?
21. I'm not speaking to me.
No, I'm saying like if your mom did.
Yes, I would care then. Yes, I
okay,
don't
there you
know.
go.
But 21, he could be out the house. He be living his own life. He got his bag. He doing his own thing. Maybe he don't even fuck with his mother. He probably don't even know that. He probably don't give a fuck about what's
So
going
okay,
on.
let's say when you moved out or whatever,
Huh?
you find out your mom's dating.
It's
somebody.
not about me. I'm not using
I'm
my.
using the examples. Give it to me.
No, because you can't use me as an example. And I think you were right about the mindset thing because we saw the story, like you said, about neglecting the child. Remember the homework situation where the kid had to figure it. Like she might not be the most developed, you know. But I fuck with Drea, and hey Drea, you move these things out my way.
When you can't trick
If you-
the men your age, you gotta move a little lower.
Oh shit.
If I think that's what the mindset is. Because
All right, well, get your bag, sis. Fuck it. Get your bag, Drea.
'Cause who-
Dumbass nigga. Guess what? Now come up out your pocket, stupid. We got him. She got your dumb ass.
I just wish these young like kids would just put
Whippersnappers.
on some fucking condoms. And I get
For
it.
what?
That's
For
the
what?
thing.
We're not putting condoms on. It's 2024. We're shooting the club up. Come on. We're shooting at the club. You know that. All right,
And it's just crazy because basketball
What's
is
next?
that's just a fickle like career. Like you could break your leg and never do it again. You know. Look at Tristan Thompson embarrassing himself, doping up.
plays?
Yes, he just got caught doping steroids.
He's trying to get better.
What a liar in all aspects of the word. I just want to shit on him real quick.
I didn't know that
Fuck
happened.
Tristan Thompson for real.
All right, I can't keep kicking women's back in. I'm sorry. I know you want to, but we gotta.
You don't do that. Don't do that.
We gotta stop.
Because
But
all you do is kick women's back, and you don't do it on here. You don't do it on here.
that
but
means I never do it.
Yeah,
Yes,
you do.
I never do.
I'm the
But-
only one brave enough.
I'm gonna kick a nigga's back in right now because I think this story is fucking crazy, and I'm talking about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is 70-something years old. He's the old owner of WWE, and he's been fighting a lot of allegations. But now we got text messages to prove what you've been doing, Vinny Mac. And this shit is nasty. This shit is fucking
It's
nasty.
out of pocket. It's ridiculous. Like, just the most insanely explicit text messages on the planet. I couldn't even imagine being on the receiving end of those. Like, imagine
Yeah.
you're waking up like from a nap. You probably had a good breakfast,
You're hearing about black cops.
and it's just like, huh? Especially coming from
Like, how do you respond to
an
that?
older white man
Yeah.
who's in charge of the WWE.
Like, the shit is crazy. And I feel a couple of different ways about this. And if I get canceled, I get canceled. That's what it is.
Whoa.
I think
What
him.
did you get canceled for? What are you about to say?
Because I'm about to say something. I'm about to
Okay.
probably be, out on a limb right now. But I do want to leave by saying this is nasty as fuck. This nigga, he did step down from his role in the board from WWE, like no aspect. But he also did this a year and a half ago, where the allegations first started coming out. He stepped down. He settled in this situation, and then he came back to like be a part of things again. But now that TKO is like the parent company in UFC, I don't think they're going for it. So I think he's done now. But it's just nasty. I think how he went about reading these text messages and like imagining, like you said, being a woman, seeing all this shit is crazy. But, and it's the last text message that was in the thread. She responds, right? And her response was, you know what? He was trying to offer baby girl up to someone else. She was like, look, I'm still healing up, but next week tell him I'm good for whatever. And he was like, all right, great. He wants to do everything we just talked about above, right? Great. What this sounds like is an escort gone wrong.
Sounds like some Diddy shit.
Maybe some Diddy shit. And I feel like, I don't want to say I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have honest answer. Fuck it. We're going to be honest. It's nigga talk now. I think she was complicit at the time. And I think what happens is things are okay until they're not. So yeah, maybe we got a vibe. You promised me things. I'm looking for this. Great. We got a transaction going on. And now you're trying to pull out of a transaction. But I was only doing these things because of this. Now that this is off the table, fuck that, nigga. I never wanted to do this. I was doing this because I thought a bag was coming. And I think that's exactly what's happening here. She was promised jobs, roles, and positions. You putting this girl through the ringer. You showing her off to your friends. You doing all this fuck shit. You settled with her. You were supposed to pay $3 million. You paid $1 million. So now it's fuck you. Now it's up. Now you got to get it. All the 12 people you said you showed the shit to, they got to go. Everybody got to go. And I fuck with that. She got to set the house on fire because you can't do that. And if you're talking like this in the text messages, Vince, you got to pay the money. Because what are we doing?
I mean, even if you say she was sexually complicit in it, like when somebody's offering you jobs and all this other stuff, like for the thingy, and then doesn't actually do it, like that's not good. Like,
well,
that guy.
I don't think it's good regardless, but I feel like
obviously, but I'm just saying, like, that's a type of sexual harassment. You offer people acting jobs, you offer people this, you offer people that. That's sexual harassment. You're sexually, how do you call it, taking advantage of someone.
But wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. If you like Brandon, I'm going to give you this, but you got to do this. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to do this because I'm getting this. If I agree on what's going on, is that sexual harassment?
Well, you're giving what you were promised. She wasn't, though.
Okay, all right. I was making sure. Because I said that, but then you said it as if like I didn't just say that.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. My bad. I thought you was refuting what I said.
No, but you said she was sexually complicit in it.
Well, I mean, that's what you're saying. And it's no detriment to her. I'm not saying like, well, bitch, you asked for. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
that's not the only thing he's being taken for, honestly. Like, he was taking off the board because he was using the money from the company to pay off all these women that were trying to, like, how do you call it, bring out charges for him. So that's like the whole thing as well. And
then that was the thing when he stepped down the first time where they were like, there was more coming. Now, this brave motherfucker was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go back on TV anyway. I'm going to go do this. He got on the board to TKO. He forced his way back into the company before the sale of WWE, got his bag. And it's just like, yo, if this is what being a billionaire is about, I'm good. Give me the million.
I just think, like,
why are we doing this?
There's so many things were okay back in the 90s, the 80s, like back in those days. And that's when, like...
Well, this wasn't a big deal.
And then it's just like the storylines from the WWE and shit, the way they used to treat women and stuff, it's just like, okay, this was good. This was normalized then. I feel like they just keep continuing it. Yeah. And then it eventually just blows up because it's just like these women are coming to terms with the fact that this isn't okay.
And then think about it. How many women probably signed NDAs and can never tell their story? Like, took the bread and was like, all right, cool,
we're probably uncomfortable, but did things because they wanted to get into certain industries. It just sucks.
And that's where I was going to end at, where it's like, even maybe because you were promised these things, that don't mean that you're like, you want to be doing this. So I feel like that's where things kind of get blurred. And then that's when you end up here. And Vince, if you're going to give it up like that, you got to pay the money. Like, what are we talking about? And you too old, Vince, to be sending these type of text messages.
His text messages were a little too much.
Yeah, he's married still to Linda. He got 2 kids. What are you doing?
I just think it's funny, like, you wrestling fans are just, like, so in tune with these people's lives. Like, you know, who's dating who has kids with who.
He's been on for over 30 years.
Yeah, because I know, like, even I've never watched, well, I can't say I've never watched wrestling, but that's not really that big a fan of wrestling. Like, I know who Vince McMahon is, and it's just, like...
He's rich as fuck.
But it's just, like, that man presented as a creep anyway, so...
I think he needs to go sit the fuck down somewhere, to be honest. I feel like if we got the strength for everybody else, we gotta have the strength for you too, Vinnie Mac, old ass. Sit your ass down. Can't do this to women, you can't do this in general. And I know your nasty ass was doing it to more people. We need to lock his ass up. Him and Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when these allegations come out. It just turns into like an avalanche of this happened.
Yeah.
Which is what happened to Diddy as well. Like there was a picture circulating around Twitter of like what Diddy looks like right now, and he has gray hair, like all over. And it's just like, yo, your chickens have come to roost. Okay, it's deserved at the end of the fucking day.
Not just desserts.
I like that at the end of things, people get their just desserts.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? But
everything comes to the light, type shit.
But you know what? It's not all darkness in the WWE. I'm gonna turn it over to Brandon, who's gonna tell you guys what's been happening. And
okay, yeah.
I don't know what what was it that you were...
Royal Rumble just happened. And the thing that sucks, like for the WWE, they just signed a fire deal. So Monday Night Raw has been on the USA Network for years, but now they're gonna be on Netflix. Okay. And like this is like the first.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. I'm so sorry.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wait, why do you think it's terrible?
Netflix just ruins everything. I feel. They also whatever. We'll get into.
I think this is like the first sport that's like dedicated to a streaming service. Well, like WWE had their own streaming service for some time, which they got rid of. They're currently on Peacock for like their pay-per-views and live events. But like now, streaming a weekly televised show on Netflix that has such a broad audience it's a $5 million deal. Like this is bread on the table. So like off the heels of that win, The Rock just joined the TKO board, which is like exciting for like this. He's the biggest fucking star in Hollywood, and now he can pull strings for things for the WWE. It's like good things happening. So when the Vince shit happened, it kind of threw a fucking
wrench in the...
Yeah. But the Royal Rumble happened, which is getting us on the road to WrestleMania.
Do you ever want to go to WrestleMania yourself?
Absolutely. I'd love to go to WrestleMania. I love to go to literally anything. Every time I watch a pay-per-view, I see West Side Gun in the front. He's at everything.
That's so cute.
But nah, a lot of shit's happening in wrestling. CM Punk is back in WWE. Cody Rhodes just won Royal Rumble. We're gearing up to WrestleMania. Funny enough, CM Punk came back and got injured, so he's not going to be WrestleMania, which is old man Punk. It is what it is. But I think this is like the most exciting time to be a wrestling fan. Everybody in wrestling that's even out of WWE makes money around this time because like there's so much hype around it. It's just a good time, you know? It just sucks that all these allegations and things that happen at the same time, so it kind of blurs the line. And I thought it was funny they did like a press conference after a Rumble and they were asking them about the Vince McMahon situation. Like, and seeing them try to like not answer, it's just funny as fuck. Because niggas don't know what to say, niggas don't know what to do.
Right, because this shit could beat all them shit.
Because this shit is crazy. Like, you don't want to kick his back in, because he can come right back and be your boss if this blow over or whatever. But like, you can't like ignore it. Like, it was just funny to watch. But yeah, shout out to WWE, and I hope Vince stays very far away from everything business-wise and pays these people their money and retires or gets locked up.
I don't know if that's gonna... I don't think he's gonna be punished for real. Because you know what?
Rich white man.
It's giving Trump is coming back. Trump is coming back to office. And
yeah, this is the year for the election.
Vince McMahon is a really good friend of Trump. I wouldn't be surprised if like a bunch of laws just started coming out that like protects these men from all these situations. Because I'll be honest, like shit is like going backwards a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Like the way that, like, let's say for example, like the plus size models on the thingy. I've seen someone complain about how, you know, the inclusivity of it, like it's getting lower and lower, like the body shapes are going smaller and smaller, and just the fact that like Ozempic is such a big thing now, where women are like super super thin. Like it feels like we're almost going back to like 2008 almost. No, not even 2008, because that's when
The men too trying to get slim
as fuck, and it's just like we're going back to like that toxicity and just like the
So we're
opposite
moving away
of,
from body positive.
not even body positivity, just inclusivity as a whole. Like let's say for example, The Flash. I just saw the movie not so recently or whatever. In the Flash, there's the Supergirl. She's of color. She's a Hispanic woman, Sarah Kaye. And stop. So she was in it, and that was cool. She did an excellent job in, you know, a shit fire of a fucking movie, because it was not good. But she has now been recasted by the girl from not Game of Thrones, but the House of Dragon, Millie Alcock, and she's just this blonde, white, blue-eyed woman, and I'm just like, damn, that sucks, because we just had like a woman of color play Supergirl, and now we're back to the blonde, small, little girl, Supergirl, which is crazy because she's supposed to be older than Superman. And even now with these like black shows getting canceled back to back to back, it's just like,
what's been getting canceled?
Well, we just lost Rap Shit. I didn't watch Rap Shit, honestly.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
But I know it. Yeah, like I literally had plans to get into it, and it's been canceled. So it's just like, what is even the point of watching it?
You can watch it quick.
But so many shows. First of all, again, back to streaming needs to die. Like these streaming services will put out a good show and cancel it within the year, and then it's just like,
yeah, that's what happened to Lovecraft too.
Yeah, that's Lovecraft. Watchmen, although Watchmen was supposed to be just one season type of thing, but it was such a good show. I just feel like you could have expanded on that universe. I feel like HBO Max is the bigger culprit. Yeah. But I think like Netflix is worse, just because they'll be like, instead of doing one season and canceling, they'll do like 2-3 seasons and like really have something that people want like the answers to and not give it to them. I remember there was a show called The Society that got canceled like after one season, and it had such a good premise. And then just to see it come out another network under a different type of idea, it's just nuts to me. I'm just like...
But that's what happens though, no?
Yeah, but I'm just like, streaming services just kind of just don't... Like, when you are syndicated on TV, ABC, Fox, all this other stuff, it's a weekly show. People have to tune in for that. And it depends on that, who tunes in for it. Yeah. But you are more likely to get like a renewal on those type of networks than you are on streaming. Because streaming... Like the way it is like they put a certain amount of money into this thing and they don't get it back. It's just like, what's the point of?
But that's on us because we've also moved away from TV. We're not watching TV.
But that's what I'm saying. It is on us. But if they take away streaming, we'll go back to TV. I'm sure.
I feel like I don't think I even want them to take away streaming. Like I think it's so accessible, so easy, so good for me.
I just feel like there's just so much content.
Well, it's a lot, but I think it's also, it could be looked up like two ways. You can either it's too much to even fucking go through, or you can watch what you like. And I think that's okay to watch what you like. I would say like there's also like peaks and valleys where Netflix for me was dry from mad long.
Oh my God, it's still so dry.
Had no reason to watch anything, had no reason to be there. But then like they'll find little shows. Like I remember Squid Game was like little things that'll peak that you need to go watch. So I fuck with that, and not to bring it back to WWE, but I think that's gonna bring people that want to be on Netflix. And I think we're gonna see a lot more different entities coming together, sports like, you know, coming to different things.
We're just gonna get either they're all gonna join forces and create one giant thing where we pay like $100 a month for, or we're just gonna go back to cable.
Yeah, I think I do agree with that. Where I think streaming is eventually going to come to a certain point where it is just going to be cable. Bro. Like, so it's going to be the same thing again.
Because with Netflix right now, they're gaining the rights to so many different movies from all these different other streaming networks. I think Disney Plus is cutting a deal to come into like one whole thing, I think with Prime or something. Yeah. I'm just like, why did you... Because I just feel like, why even create such a fucking dumbass hole for yourself? I just don't understand, like... If things had just stayed the way they were.
No, but Leangie, think about it. Like, if I think I have enough to like do a streaming service where I can bring revenue to I think Disney was ESPN, Disney and something else, right? They came together, whatever, we're running this. But now, as I know, from Disney don't really got that much to keep you coming back. So cool. Maybe it's time to collaborate with somebody else. And now we got a super app, you know? And I think that's cool too. Like, I love when apps come together so I can pay for less. I love
what
that.
was I thinking about? I was thinking earlier. I was like, oh, because you were like, oh, why not just pay for? You were like, why not just add the Paramount channel on Prime and pay less than I'm paying?
When the
just
fuck
doing
did I?
Paramount?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I was
And
just
you were
like,
like, nah, I want Paramount.
but then I was just like, wait, I
Yeah,
could do
right.
that, and I could
Yeah.
probably get HBO Max as well because it's
'cause
like
all on Prime.
$10. I'm just like, yo, and then honestly, I can get all my fucking channels on
because
Prime.
your mother got cable. That's why I have it. My mom got cable. I got everything on my own.
But I'm just like, I could literally just add everything to Prime and call it a fucking day.
Away from all the drama, hopefully. Thank God, away from all the drama. We had some music drop. Not a lot of music, but like
That's
some
a
things we
healthy
care
amount,
about.
I guess.
Like Destin Conrad. I want to say it's a deluxe, but it's like another album. It's another 9 songs. He dropped the.
Yeah, I feel like I guess he had a two-parter. Like basically
yeah,
like if
it's
a
part
CD
2.
had a different side,
Yeah.
like side A, side B type of situation. Because I mean, it's like 9 songs each side.
Yeah.
And,
And
you know
it's
what?
submissive too, so you're right.
And again, just to go back to the point that I've made a million times over,
There she go.
an album that's just 15 songs. This one is 16. I'll give him the 1.
Well, it'd be 18 if you put the 9 together. Quick maths.
And I take it back.
But it's 2 separate albums. You took that
listen to
9, now you got another 9.
And he gave us an ample amount of time between the both to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
accustomed to. And we're seeing them in a concert in a few months.
Come on now.
Well, not in a few weeks.
Oh shit, that is this
Yeah,
one.
it's a few weeks. And yeah, I really like his music. I just love a good R&B album. And I think he he put out 2 back-to-back like decent projects.
Yeah.
I think, that's my favorite genre, so I just want to keep hearing shit like that. Stop. The way I said that.
I was gonna let you rock. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I didn't think he was gonna see me mouth it.
I just love that genre, so shout out to him. I'm excited to see him in concert. I'm glad we're not seeing him at Radio Music Hall, even though I have a concert coming
I
up
hate
there.
that venue.
Shout out to me. I got Laufey tickets, birthday present for myself. I'm gonna go by myself, but you know what? I'm excited for that. I've never been to a concert. As well.
Destin Conrad, I feel like this 9 songs was a bit different from the other ones. We didn't have the bachata. We had a little reggae influence, but like it wasn't as hype as that first one. The first one had like a little bounce to it. These are a little slower. Alex Isley was featured. Like once Alex Isley, there's gonna be a slower song. But I fucked with it. I like his form of R&B because you could feel it. Like when he's singing shit, you can feel that.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see him in concert, like you said.
Absolutely. I've been playing Love and Devotion nonstop in my fucking house. So
Yeah. More people dropped though. Benny the Butcher dropped his album. Everybody Can't Go, which is a very true statement. Some of y'all niggas can't go. And it was.
Who was it that dropped before? Griselda.
Well, no, not Griselda. Westside Gunn and Conway just dropped.
Okay. Wait.
But yeah, they both dropped
2?
for Hall and Nash. They dropped a
collab.
Yeah, that's what we talked about in the last episode.
What?
Thank you so much. But this one, all right. So I fuck with Benny. I fucked with the album,
I love that name.
Benny the Butcher. But I feel like I want a little more. Like I think, at least Westside Gunn and even Conway gives you some girl songs. You like a little R&B feature, blah blah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't.
Makes
You
me
didn't.
want to listen to
You
those.
should. Westside Gunn's R&B features are very nasty.
Ooh.
But like it's good to listen to. It's just like really vulgar, but it's cool. But like yeah, I just feel like I don't want to keep hearing you on a hook, Benny. I'm sorry. Like I think we gotta switch it up. Like I don't want to constantly just be hearing rapping. I want to hear something softer. I want to hear different sounds and feelings. Like it's just you rapping the whole time, and I think that's great because you can rap your ass off, but it's not making me want to come back to listen to these songs because they're not like meat and potato really songs to like grasp to, But I fuck with that album. I hope it don't sound like I don't.
Would you see them in concert?
Maybe not. I feel like the crowd might not be for me, but I think it might be cool. I like going to concerts where there's women in the crowd.
Yeah.
I like to see.
Freaking.
I like to smell shea butter. I like to see the big curly hair. Like that's where I'm showing up. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Janet the other day invited me to a Max B night. I was like, bitch, do I look like
Max
I
B
want
night?
a Max B night?
That might be fire though.
I was just like, bitch, do I look like I listen to
love
fucking
Max
Max
B.
B?
Bitches love Max
Nah, never mind. But
You don't fuck with Max B?
I don't really.
But since we're on music, before we leave music, I'm gonna talk about Eminem and Benzino. Just for a quick snapshot of a moment. I'm very confused.
Oh.
Because this is a beef from the 90s, I think, that is still going on. Eminem made
Benzino's been around for this long?
Yeah, Benzino used to be on The Source. Like, he used to be working for...
Oh, he owned The Source.
Yeah, he used to be a rapper type shit.
I just think that's crazy. How to fall from grace like that is just crazy to me.
So, look, Benzino has other avenues today, and Coi Leray. So, anyway, Eminem dissed Benzino on a new song. Also dissed Coi Leray, which Coi Leray handled it so mature. She tweeted some shit, was like, look, I'm only focused on me, what I got going on, y'all can do what y'all gotta do.
Also, Eminem, like, what the fuck are you doing dissing a young woman?
All right. Anyway, look, if it's up for your dad, it's up for you too.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, we can't like beef, and we got parameters. So anyway,
You know what's so
Benzino.
crazy? I was about to say then that gives Benzino the leeway to shit on his daughter, but then it's just like, oh my god,
The shit on his daughter? Why?
Because he shit on his daughter.
Oh, Benzino shit on Eminem. I thought you meant to shit on Coi Leray as well. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyway, Benzino dropped the whole song.
Man, I'm confused there.
You
You said Eminem sent
shit on Coi Leray.
I'm saying,
But you said it gives Benzino an option to shit on his daughter. I thought you meant Benzino shitting on his own daughter.
Oh, okay, no.
I'm like, what?
The
Because they used to be too. They never used to get along. She said he wasn't around.
No. Got it. I got it.
So then Benzino dropped a song dissing Eminem. Now, I
Who
don't...
dropped the banger in the two?
None of them, neither of them. Which is why this is gonna be quick. I think they need to stop. I think Eminem, I think you're a great rapper. You can freestyle your ass off. You don't know how to make songs though. And I guess it was funny, some of the lines and shit. But like, nigga, you too old for this. And Benzino, please. You need to stop. Cause that shit wasn't good. But I like hip hop beef. I fuck with it.
I don't. Well, I don't really care. I feel like I don't really be paying attention to stuff
You
like
really
that,
don't.
for real. Except for like the Nicki and Megan one.
And I don't know if you talked about this last time, so I'm talking about it now. There was a 9-minute Jay-Z and D'Angelo song on the soundtrack to the movie Book of some shit. I don't remember the Book of some. It's like a movie.
Book of Eli.
Not Book of Eli. But what's his name? Something Stanfield. What's the nigga name?
Lakeith.
Lakeith is in that movie.
Oh,
so,
Book of Clarence.
Book of Clarence. There's a 9-minute song of Jay-Z and D'Angelo. We may have talked about this before.
We haven't.
Oh, well, I'm going to talk about it now then. So D'Angelo's giving you a sweet sounding hook. Like, and then Jay-Z comes on. And Jay-Z is giving you a verse of spoken word. Where he's literally reading a poem, it sounds like. Not rapping. He's just talking a sweet poem for you. And I was like...
What if that's what his new music's coming up?
I need it not to be, because I think there is a whole album coming, and I need it not to be you giving us poems. Because we got Andre 3000 with the flutes. I don't want to hold with the poems. I'm sorry. I'm good on that. I'm good.
That shit is crazy. That'd be cute though. I don't give a fuck.
I'll keep it going. So another music topic. Mos Def.
Oh yeah.
So Mos Def was on an interview, and I thought it was very profound and funny what he was saying. He said Drake is Target. Drake is consumer music. Drake is literally you shopping and saying, oh my God, they have everything in his department store. He said, look at all the SKUs. He's like, they have everything here, right? And then he went on to say, like, look, that's cool, but that's not like what we're on. Like we need to be focusing on music that's like about something, that's like about us. And that's not it. It's what I gathered from that interview. And then the nigga came and apologized. He apologized.
Drake got some hitters somewhere.
That
Strong arming
shit.
these people talking all this shit.
Lean
I'll be
G.
honest. First of all,
Dude,
you know I did.
Lean G, stop. All right.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. In that situation, I can't really say, oh yeah, Drake is hip hop for real, because I don't know. I think Drake is pop a lot of the time, and he likes to pander to women, and he not pander, but like he makes songs for women.
He does.
And he makes a lot of I feel like, especially lately, he's been playing around with his sound a lot, which is fine. I don't think you should pigeonhole yourself into one situation. Like, not everything has to be about the hard knocks. Like,
Yeah.
Drake is just having fun. I think Mos Def like has been out of the spotlight for a minute. I think in this situation, you know, you're kind of stuck in the mindset of how it used to be back in the day when you were like at your prime type thing. So it's like it's easy to criticize these younger artists who are not doing it or didn't go through the same things that you did. Not that Drake is some spring chicken.
I just think there's a lot happening in the world that Mos Def is just like he wishes if you have such a large voice that you would like shed light on some shit that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
And then Drake had the most sassy and greatest response. Because Mos Def has the "My movies say shine your light on the world." You know that song?
No.
Shine your light for the world. You don't know that song?
You sing it, maybe I'll remember it.
That's the song. You would know it.
Okay.
So Drake was like, he kind of referenced that song. It's like, you can't say, like, shine your light on the world and you trying to stop my light being shined on the world, which I thought was fire. It's just like Drake, he's flipping the nigga words against him because that's who the fuck this nigga is. And it's Drizzy Drake. And I'm rocking with Drake. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Apologize, so.
Sorry. Yeah, he apologized.
Did you see that? Did you see the Kid Cudi and
Lupe Fiasco?
What is it about? What was it about?
So apparently, Kid Cudi used to work in the city at Bape, I think it was.
Yes, I remember.
And he used to hide from rappers when he was there. Like, he would hide. He wouldn't want to talk to rappers, blah, blah. He did some shit to Lupe. And Lupe went on a Nicki Minaj level rant. And he was on this nigga's back. Like, he was calling this nigga all type of pussies. He was letting him have it. And Cudi just dropped the album. Like, Cudi's like, yo, I'm not on that no more, blah, blah, blah. So they got on the call, apparently. And I think Cudi had to be like, you know what? I was wrong. I did some sucker shit. Because he sent the tweet out. Lupe deleted all his hating tweets because it sounded like hating. And he was like, yo, I apologize. You know, man, we talked. I was on some fuck shit. I was wrong. And I'm like, yo, that's good. And it's good because Lupe is super conscious, but like that nigga is from Chicago. And he got.
To me, it's just like to have a beef since 2009 is crazy because that's when Kid Cudi was at the fucking Bape store. Like, you're bugging the fuck out.
You gotta call it. You gotta.
Jesus Christ, that's
stop.
funny as hell.
OD, that's what was happening in that shit for sure.
Nah, shout out Kid Cudi though, for real. He dropped that album that we already talked about.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Think you the shit? You not even a hawk.
Also,
Bitch, I go home.
Coming up, our yearly Oscars is coming out. Although I don't know which award shows were the ones that were affected by the writer's strike.
That might not be for
that
last year.
That might be not for like
2022.
whatever, but no, this Oscars is definitely from this year because Barbie just came out and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's thingy. One miss
Oppenheimer.
though on their part, which I was very offended by. No nominations for the Iron Claw. Which I think was a miss.
But it just came out though, isn't it? Too like.
Yeah, but I think it's in this pocket where it's just like they could have nominated it if they wanted to. Yeah. So it's just like that's kind of fucked up.
Maybe they didn't fuck with it like we did.
A lot of the nominations I wasn't really like. I didn't really watch the movie, although I kind of want to just to like see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I tried watching The Leftovers on Peacock because it came out on Peacock. I watched a heavy amount of it. Sometimes I watch films and I'm like, what prompted you guys to nominate an Oscar?
It wasn't
what
good?
fed you? It wasn't bad. The lady Devon, her Oscar nominations, all her nominations, because she got nominated for an Emmy, Golden Globe, all that stuff, absolutely warranted. She was playing a mother who had just lost her son, and she had previously lost her husband. Like, she was the lunch lady of the school that the movie was based off. Was centered on.
She got an Oscar nominee for being a lunch lady?
Yes, playing a grief-stricken lunch lady at this.
Oh, sorry, grief-stricken lunch lady. Sorry.
Anyways, she did a really good job. I thought her performance was very moving, so I understand her thingy. I didn't understand the other Oscar nominations from that movie, but shout out to fuck, I forgot his name.
Whoever you are, sir.
I really fuck with you though. He's the guy from. Have you ever seen a big fat liar? The one with the one with the blue guy.
Yeah.
Him.
Oh, okay.
The blue guy. But anyways, he's nominated for an Oscar. I fuck with him. Everything he's in, he's great. But one thing that we can't talk about the Oscars is some of the snubs for The Color Purple. Taraji P. Henson wasn't nominated, which a
Did
lot
you
of
see
people,
that?
No, I didn't. That
I was
movie,
gonna ask, like, should she be? I don't know.
that movie used to traumatize me. Traumatized me when I was a child, so I don't want to watch it again.
Because of the
Abuse and all that stuff.
Oh.
Anyways,
And that's
so
what Lil Boosie said.
recently, before this all came about, Taraji P. Henson kind of went in a couple interviews and just talked about how she's been lowballed before with money-wise and stuff, and they were trying to lowball her for this movie specifically while she was doing press runs for this movie.
Yeah.
Which I can see why that would be a problem if you're out promoting the movie and also talking about how they try to underpay you in this.
Okay.
But
I thought you meant like they were still trying to figure out.
No.
But yeah.
So basically, it just turned into this whole conversation about how Black women and women of color get underpaid in situations and different movies, and you'll be surprised to find out how much somebody was getting paid.
Or how little.
Yes. So it turned into this thing where it's like now she's been kind of like snubbed from all the nominations. You've seen her other castmates kind of being nominated for the same thing.
Oh, wait. Yeah? The other people were nominated her?
Yeah, with the same amount of screen time type of thing. That she had are kind of being nominated. Just one person though, Danielle. She's from Orange Is the New Black.
What if she did it better? See, all right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't really speak to it because I didn't watch the movie. But I'm sure Taraji P. Henson also did her part. You're not gonna nominate Fantasia, the star of the fucking movie, for this movie.
What I did hear though about that specific situation is that there's been beef because she did go on that press run talking shit about like pay, and I think a lot of people were backing her up, but I think they're thinking because the movie sold so little. I think they paid $130 million to make the movie. They only made 67. So like it's a bust. It's already on digital, and I want to say Oprah. I don't want to put this on Oprah if it's not Oprah, but I heard that people were saying it's because of what she did on the press run that kind of fucked it up.
Okay, I can see why that could possibly have affected it, but I just feel like the money that I make you're hiring me to do this movie. I should be getting paid for doing this movie. Yeah. Not because of what the movie made at the end of the
movie. No, and to that, like people, based on what it takes to make a movie, that budget should factor into what you're paying people. So now if we're paying other people more than this, or now we just know this is what we pay her, so this is what we paying her. Because she was saying she hasn't seen a change in her pay since like years ago. Yeah. Like she's been the same thing, and she's been trying to prove herself and fighting for more money.
And Taraji P. Henson was a household name. She also complained about how like her character Cookie wasn't capitalized enough, like on that image. And I'm gonna be honest, that's absolutely true because Cookie was such a large. Well, at least I know when that show was out
of Empire.
I was in that bitch watching Empire every fucking. I stopped after one time. Time I stopped and I never started.
Jesse's little moment.
No,
before Jesse.
No, it was before Jesse. I was like. It's just one of those shows you stop watching one week and then it's just like you never watch again. But it's just like I feel like she's a big star. I feel like Taraji P. Henson is a household name.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she should absolutely get the respect that she's asking for. I think all Black household names should be getting their equal pay. Because if I'm bringing in money for these things, I should be getting money.
All right, but hold on. This is where I gotta play devil's advocate.
Why do you always have to though? Nobody's asking you to. What contract you sign?
I'm just saying, like, what is like adequate money? Like, what if what we're offering you is what we think you're worth? You think you're worth more, so don't take the role. So don't take the role and then be mad about what you took. No.
I just don't feel like.
I sound like a fucking corporation.
Yeah, you sound like a white.
This is a Diddy conversation all over again.
Yeah, you sound fucking nuts.
You think so?
I just don't think that's how it goes.
Answer what I'm asking you. If I offer you X, you take X, then you complain about X. Why you took X in the first place? If you don't think it's enough.
But she said they were lowballing her, so she didn't take that offer.
She did because she did the movie. She
literally said that she called someone.
She said she called Oprah and they fixed the situation.
She got paid what she got to pay. What she wanted to get paid though.
So you're not gonna bring it up. You're not gonna bring it up if there's still not a problem. If there's no problem anymore, what you bringing it up for?
But she's saying that she was lowballed for what she wanted to get paid. So that's what
she said in that interview that she's been getting paid a certain dollar amount. Now, if you've been getting paid a certain dollar amount, stop taking the dollar amount. But then you got to run the risk of not getting paid, not getting
work and stuff.
So now that's where I'm saying like, okay.
But that just sucks. I don't think black women should have to go through that scenario where it's just like I'm getting paid a set amount. Why do I have a salary when people get like, oh, I'm making this movie, making $2 million, making this movie, making $9 million?
I need to know the dollar amounts. I need to know the dollar amounts.
You think Margot Robbie got paid $500,000 for that Barbie
I don't
movie?
know.
No?
I don't know what Taraji was paid. I don't know what Margie was paid. I think I need
Let's
to hear
Google
that.
it.
You know.
Let's Google it.
Because it takes different amounts of money to do movies, and there's different budgets, and people get paid different amounts. Taraji, what movie? Let's be honest. What movies?
You're right. Barbie was $1 billion movie.
What movies was Taraji in to get paid more money?
No.
What movies was she doing that was gonna get paid more money?
Think Like a Man? Body.
I don't think she was talking about that. That was way back.
The movies made bucks.
And then think about it. Like making that movie originally, that budget looks a certain way. So people are going to get paid based off that budget. So now, if you're in blockbuster fucking movies, you just said Barbie was $1 billion movie. That's a different budget. If she should be casted in movies that are going to pay more, and I think that would affect her pay. But not because you're on the bill, that means I got to cut everybody else to pay you more. People gotta make shit.
When did she say that? When did they say
I didn't say that. I didn't say you said
when
that. She said that.
Because I'm feeling like you saying things now just to say them.
I'm sorry.
Almost like you're against black women.
Yo, that's good.
Anyways, speaking
Liz,
of
you
black
need to
women,
stop doing that.
Stop.
Go ahead.
Speaking of black women, we're talking about Issa Rae and the recent new magazine article that she did, where she spoke about how she feels like she now has to do more independent work just because things that she's been doing have been canceled. Well, obviously the show Rap Shit has been canceled. And it's just like she feels like she needs to just branch out and do her own thing. I'll be honest, I feel like if Issa Rae made a network, people would tune in. You know, she's like the opposite of Tyler Perry for me. Like, I'm going to watch what she put out. What Tyler Perry puts out, though, I'm a little skeptical. Not really sure if I'm going to watch it.
Okay. A network? What do you mean by a network?
Like
a channel?
Yeah, like a channel.
I don't know. If that's true.
I feel like I would watch Issa Rae's channel. I feel like they're...
For how long, though?
I don't know. If she brings in other people to, like, create shows themselves, all this stuff, I feel like it'd be
Is that something she said she wants to do? Like, start her own thing?
Yes. But people are saying, like, a network for her. But she said more of, like, she's going to just branch out and do things independently. Like, back shit herself. Versus, like, collaborating with certain things just so, like, things... Like, she can fulfill her thing. Because the thing is, it's different. Like, when you're putting stuff out on HBO Max versus HBO, the channel, where it's like, I feel like with HBO, the channel, your things would last longer versus, like, HBO Max, where it's just, like, everything's getting...
HBO Max? HBO the channel?
No, HBO the channel.
So that's why...
Let's say, for example, the Gossip Girl, the HBO Max Gossip Girl reboot only lasted, like, 2 seasons, I think.
Because that's more streaming.
Yeah, more streaming. Just things, like, just get canceled all the time. Like, Rap Shit, for example... I was hearing up and down how good that finale was for that second season, and to hear that people aren't going to get, like, the rest of that would suck. I think if she could put it on another network, that'd be nice.
I think there has to be a reason why things get canceled. And I feel like it could be viewers' situation, could be... I'm gonna shut up.
I
think I sound crazy.
I just think the formula for streaming is just, like, you have you have a certain amount of money, you can take these ideas... pull them out your ass, make whatever you want, and then, it's not making money. I don't even care if the viewer is satisfied with the end product. I'm cutting it off. Like, I remember there was a show on HBO called Looking, and it was, like, basically, like, a show about the dating lives of gay men. Basically, like, Sex and the City in San Francisco for gay men. Okay. And it was a really good show. I really love Looking. I watched it all the time. But it got unceremoniously canceled after two seasons. And HBO at least gave it a 2-hour movie to close all the stories.
Oh, to like end this. Okay.
I can understand that aspect and like a certain level of respect for the viewers, because at the end of the day, people like watch these shows. People watch these.
No, I'm just saying, or maybe that show is making a certain dollar amount to go. Okay, let's close this out. If Rap Shit was maybe a cool show, but we weren't really tapping into watching, because the thing is, they all have these stats. They know who's watching, who's the viewer amount, who's watching at what times, like all these things they have. So for them to cancel a show, that means people ain't watching it. So cool, it could be great. It could be awesome. Some people might want to see the end. But if it's not making them enough money, make it make sense then.
To me, it's like invest the money to make quality shows. Instead of putting out 15 fucking shows at once, put out 3-4 shows that are actually of quality.
We can't.
And get the viewership instead of throwing shit out into the fucking wind and bringing people in to watch these things having them get attached to it, and then you just rip it out of their fucking asshole.
You said it yourself earlier. There's so much content. If I only put 4 shows out, it's gonna get lost in the sauce. If I put 15, something's gonna catch. You can't be mad at that.
And not even that, like just hearing that
It's about to hit me.
HBO has the rights to the Harry Potter reboot. Not that I'm really excited for a Harry Potter reboot, but I'm
like
gonna be tight as fuck if they're doing a really good job. I'm getting 8 episodes just hashing out
And then-
this Harry Potter universe, and then you guys take that out from me. I'm pulling up to the HBO fucking office.
All I'm gonna say
I'm
is-
lining shit up.
There's a lot of shows they didn't cancel.
Like
So,
what?
A lot of shows they didn't
What
cancel.
shows do you watch on HBO Max?
Game
right
of
now?
Thrones ain't got canceled.
Shut the fuck! That was on HBO channel.
Well, it's a good show. It's a
proving
good
it.
show. It's a good show.
Do another show.
Make a better show and you'll be fine.
Pick another show.
Boardwalk
too.
Empire didn't get canceled.
That was also on HBO.
It's a good show.
Jesus.
Get a better show. These streaming shows aren't good enough. Write a better show.
Bring
So-
back weekly shows. Bring back.
So you're
things.
fine if we're streaming it, but like you're gonna have to tune in next week to watch it again.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad.
I think people will like. I feel like it builds up this anticipation. I'll be honest. There's some times where I'm just like, I wish the show was out all at once. But I feel like I will literally take a whole day out and watch something versus like. But I will also tune in every week and watch something as well. Like I was watching Percy Jackson, and I watch that shit every Wednesday.
I think there's something in the algorithms that show they make more money by doing one thing over the other thing.
I just think it should be quality over quantity. But fuck me, you know what I mean? It's
I
not
agree
that nobody's gonna
though.
listen.
I agree, and we are going against that because now we have more quantity. So we have Let's Talk About This Comedy, the podcast.
And now
We have Interview with a Podcast, the series that our new episodes dropping very, very soon. And now we have a new series. Let's Talk About Anime Calmly. Only on TikTok for now. Tune in. Our first episode has dropped.
It's 6 minutes.
About Naruto Shippuden season 1, and it's pretty much a series that we're gonna watch some of an anime. We'll review either a season or a couple episodes, and TikTok only. So you gotta go to TikTok. But yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Yeah,
And tune in, guys.
please.
And this is Let's Talk About This Comedy, the podcast, episode 36. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. We love you guys. Keep watching, keep tuning in. We're gonna keep doing our part and giving you content. And we'll see you next time. Bye.